The first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn off the power. And right now, if you look here, you'll see the AC, this AC green light here on, and you see the grid on, and you see that right now the grid is actually just powering the house. It's not charging the batteries, it's just a little bit of solar coming in. So right now the solar is coming in at 920 watts, 0.92 kilowatts, and then it's coming over here at 0.81 kilowatts. And if you see here, the grid is at 1.5 kilowatts and going to the house. This represents the house loads. This light bulb represents the house loads, and this is actually the grid. So now I'm going to switch over to the transfer switch. And if you look here, you can see that transfer switch is on grid. If I get this focus right, I'm just going to pull this lever down to off and then down to gen. I'll do that right now. You'll see a flickering of the lights. And so my primary method is my battery. My battery is now taking over the loads. You can see the loads are now being run by the battery, 47%. You see it going down. You see this going up here. And you see this is at 0.93. And this should be the total. I'm sorry, 0.93 is covering, also helping with the loads in the house. And the battery is charging. I mean, the battery is, I'm sorry, sending power to the house. So you can see the solar coming in. See the power coming out of the battery. It's at 0.7 and this is at 0.92. And all of this is going to the loads. My second method of powering the house after the batteries. The batteries are the primary method, and then the secondary method of powering the house is for the Solark 15K to turn on the generator. Now, I don't have to do anything but set the battery settings in order for this to come on. Once the battery settings reach a certain level, the generator is going to kick on. The Solark 15K is going to click the generator on. And right now, there's 2.79 kilowatts coming from the generator. But also the Solark is bringing in 1.38 of solar. Both of these are powering the house and also charging the batteries. So that's my secondary method of powering my house once the power goes out from the grid. My third method of running my house if the gas were to run out on the generator is to use the Ford F-150 Lightning. And how I'm going to do that is I'd actually have to hook up all of these cords for one, and that's more of a manual method. It's not an automatic method. And you can see here, trying to get the light there, the light on the inlet here, and it goes to, this cord goes back to the Pro Power on board on the Ford F-150. You can see just below the green button, the yellow light on, showing that it is powering the cord. And also you saw on the inlet box there, the green light. I also have cords hooked to the front here. And the reason being is because I can get the full 9.6 kilowatts out of this truck using the front outlets and the rear. In the rear of the truck, there is 7.2 kilowatts. In the front, there's 2.4 for a total of 9.6. Now, if I were to get the Pro Power charger for the F-150, it would require me to put in a system that costs like $5,000 or whatever. And what I'm going to show you is that I can get the full 9.6 that it would give from the $6,000 system using the Solark 15K. Right now I have a cord going to the air conditioner back there. It's a portable air conditioner, and that portable air conditioner is to keep the garage cool while the inverter is running, because during the summer it gets hot and I just need to keep the garage cool so that the inverter doesn't overheat in here. And I'm also going to run this compressor, and that'll be on the front outlets here. So I'm going to start right now by turning on the gen, turning this to gen. Right now it's off. Turn it to gen, and you can see there. This will turn from yellow to black. This will turn from yellow to black, and it is not the grid, it's actually the generator, but because I have a transfer switch that you just saw me switch over, it is coming into the grid section of the Solark 15K. You'll see it click on, and the arrows will start going down. The arrows will start going down. I'm going to wait a minute because when it first comes on, it's going to be just powering these loads in the house. The light bulb represents the house loads, everything that I have on in the house. So it'll be right around 1.3 or 1.4, just above what this number is when this clicks on. Now, the solar is going to, that 1.57 is still going to be going over here to the battery, and it's going to be going, I'm sorry, it's not going to be going here. It's just basically going to charge the battery. And you heard it click on, and so now what you'll see coming from here will be the loads coming from the Ford F-150. Now, you'll see, like I said, this is powering the loads in the house, and this right here is powering, just sending loads over to its power. The solar power is going directly over to the batteries. You can see that this is 1.45, and this should be just above that 1.57. The loads that are being powered from the F-150 now are just going to the house. Whatever is being powered in the house is right here. You see 1.28, 1.22. It's just above this, and this one coming from the solar is just above this. Now what I'm going to do is start turning on the power. Actually, I'm going to charge the batteries right now. Using the F-150, I'm going to charge the batteries. I'm going to go here, click on the gear, and click power, and charge there. I'm also going to pick charge here, because I don't know what time, not there, not there, not there, not there, but here. And I'll just press OK. And what you saw before was the F-150. Press OK. What you saw before was the F-150 just doing the loads to the house. Now you'll see it start to charge the batteries. You see, it went up, and now the F-150 is at 4.96, because now it's also doing the loads in the house and also charging the batteries. Now what I'm going to show you is I'm going to turn on the air conditioner. The air conditioner. I'm going to turn it on. I was thinking about doing something else. I'm going to turn on the air conditioner. That's going to cool down the garage. And go from here, and also turn on this compressor. Turn on the compressor. Now, when we go into the F-150 Lightning, you see here, this is the loads in the rear. You can see that it's at 2480 and 2570 right on A and B, the A and B leg, and you can see on the front it's at 1440. So the 1440 represents the air conditioner and the compressor. Sorry about the shaky phone. The A and B leg to the right here, A and B, that represents the rear power coming from the Pro Power on board in the rear. And that's how I'm able to power my house. My third method, but it requires me to hook up all of these cords to be able to do it. But I can power, I have three methods. Using, first method is the batteries, the second method is the generator, and the third method is the F-150 Lightning.